Easy Abstracts. Crash by Doris Charest. So we're going to create two colors right now. We're going to start with two colors and we're just going to brush everything in really quickly. Remember that in the beginning you're blocking in. You're not really adding a lot of detail. So you block those in, and then I want blue, so I'm blocking in with the blue next. And I just very quickly just blend everything just like that. The idea is not to make it perfect. You want the brush strokes to show, because abstracts are about emotion and they are meant to show some expression of what you're feeling at the time. So if the title is Crash, it shows that we want some kind of intense emotion. Now the paint is dry. I use a credit card or an old credit card. If you don't have a credit card, you can use a piece of cardboard. That works too. And I'm going to make marks just with the credit card. The reason I use a credit card is because it's unpredictable. The marks are unpredictable, and that's kind of what I want to get started. I want something that shows energy, but it doesn't look planned, and there's no way you can plan with a credit card. You can place some nice skinny marks like I'm doing now, and it's really good for that. But I wanted the big marks, and I wanted the marks to be just irregular. So when you want something irregular, you almost have to plan it. So the way I plan it is I can't do irregular just with a brush, because I keep organizing things all the time. But with a credit card, I can't really predict what I'm going to do, or what's going to happen, I should say. So that's why I use it. You can have skinny marks, fat marks, but most of them need to be irregular. Now what I'm doing is I'm organizing these marks. I want large ones, I want medium ones, and I want small ones. And I'm making sure that I have all three. These three elements, three sizes of shapes, are what make your painting interesting. And now I let it dry and I go back in. This time I'm using a brush. This painting is about using colors we don't normally use together. So pink and red, you definitely rarely use together. So I wanted to see what it looked like to put red and pink together. I love the way they look together when I see them in announcements or other kind of different medias. And I just wanted to try it. I'm also adding a light purple. So light purple, pink, blue, red, and black. I'm getting a lot of variety in colors. I want energy. I want this whole painting to be about energy. And so when I add my marks, I choose to add small ones, medium ones, and large ones. And since the title of the painting is Crash, I really want to create that effect of all these elements crashing together. Now I'm adding a bit of white to create a focal point, and I'm adding white in other areas to kind of guide my eye towards that focal point. And I'm just going to keep tweaking this painting. You could probably tweak forever your own perspective that you want to put. You don't have to copy me perfectly. What you can do is just choose your own number of marks that you want to put down. If you want to put down more pink, go ahead, put down more pink. If you want to put down more purple, go ahead and put down more purple. This is one painting that you can probably not do in one evening, but the tweaking can take days sometimes. Keep that in mind. When I do my own painting, I'll do a little bit and then I'll leave it, and then I'll add a little more and then I'll leave it, and slowly but surely I add enough elements that it makes an interesting painting. I'm adding a few marks of gold, It's a very transparent gold, and it will not dominate like a lot of gold does. So spattering a bit of gold spreads it out and adds a little more interest to the painting. Now, if you don't like that spatter everywhere like it is now, you can just wipe it off. I don't mind it this time. Now I'm going to spatter some darks. I added too much liquid to my darks and it was looking too transparent, so I wanted a little darker. So remember that to put plastic under your painting when you're adding the darks. Well, when you're doing the spattering, actually, in general, because it is very messy. It goes everywhere. It actually even went into my camera. I think I'm done. I've cleaned up a few dots, but that's all that I've done. And I've changed the angle. So now it's your turn. See you in the next video.